redefine connectivity with the Samsung Galaxy S7 from 579 Rand or the S7 Edge from 679 Rand per month on a smart small plan. And you'll get 10 gigs of free data plus a free Samsung Galaxy Tab 3 Lite. Vodacom, power to you.
Nurofen acts at the source of pain, giving you relief for up to 8 hours. Ask your pharmacist about Nurofen for targeted relief from pain for up to 8 hours.
Isn't it frustrating to find a stain after you finish washing your laundry? Let's do a test. We washed the stained shirt once, twice, 5 times, and the stain was still not removed. Let's start over. Adding Vanish with 30-second stain removal. It removes stains in the first wash. See, the stain is gone. Doing laundry is one thing. Removing stains is Vanish.
Today, I got tested for HIV.
As you can see from the test, you are HIV.
Hey, Baba! Now that you know your HIV status, just change everything.
Today I tested positive for HIV, and you know what? I can manage it.
Whether you're HIV negative or positive, you are the same person.
Test the boy.
Welcome back to our special broadcast. It's the opening ceremony of Rio Olympics 2016. Just a little bit more than 5-6 minutes away, and we're building up to it steadily, of course, as we have been across the evening. And this is the chance for Brazil to stamp its claim, to put down a marker in terms of what we can expect over the next 17 days. We'll reflect on what we can expect from the opening ceremony with our guests in studio here. But let's first introduce you to the team of intrepid reporters who will be keeping you informed, in touch for the duration of the games. Let's head off straight to Rio.
Oi Udo, this is the SABC sports team out in Brazil for the Rio 2016 Olympics.
This is the moment that all the athletes, all the broadcasters and millions of sporting fans around the world have been waiting for. It's all systems go.
And what we are going to be making sure of is that we bring you all those interesting interviews, all those locations in and around Rio de Janeiro. I guess all that's left for us to say is SABC sports team, enjoy the opening ceremony.
And it's back to you, Udo.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Now, they'll be, as I said, keeping you in touch with our athletes, with our teams, with news developments across the Olympic Games over the next 17 days. And they'll be in the background there lurking around the Maracanã Stadium, which, of course, is where all the action will happen. I want to come to our guests in studio, the survivors. Let me start, first of all, with Arno. You've been to the Atlanta Games. You would have had a sense, a taste of what the opening ceremony is like. Just as an athlete standing in that mix with the world's finest athletes around you, and in a sense being paid tribute to before you even begin the games, just what is that feeling like?
Well, the opening ceremony for an athlete is actually quite interesting. So first there's the mad rush to get dressed and get ready, and then to get to the buses at the athletes' village, and there's normally quite a few long queues, and then you eventually get to the stadium where you get in more long queues. And then there comes that moment where that massive anticipation about you going to walk into the stadium now, and especially for the track and field athletes. More so maybe than for the swimmers. Like Penny mentioned earlier, she missed opening ceremonies because she normally had to swim the next day. But for a track and field athlete, we're walking into the stadium where you're going to be competing. And it's your first glimpse of that stadium. And you walk in there and it's always packed, and there's so many people. And just the vibe. And I remember in Sydney specifically, they had these brumbies, the horses, and horses do certain things, like go to the toilet, for instance, in the stadium. So it was a bit smelly at places. But I said to the guys around me, so whenever you get that smell again and you have this feeling of excitement and this association, you'll know why. But it's exactly that. There's the smells, the sounds, the sights. It's all so amazing. And like I said, especially for the track and field guys, you get to go in that stadium and you know in a week from now, I'm going to be running here. And it's the most awesome feeling.
Fantastic. Now, Zebedee, if we look at, and you've been keeping track of what people are saying on Twitter about our medal prospects, but I suppose you've also been following some of the athletes from South Africa. For Nika to live the dream, to lead that team out this evening, it's a special moment in his life.
It is indeed. I actually saw some of his pics that he posted. You could see that he's really interested, he's really hungry for this. And what I'm loving mostly about any other thing, the confidence that comes with it. You know, if you hear or rather even see a picture of an athlete being that confident, you as a South African also, it just gives you that boost that, you know what, our guys have us and we're definitely going to have them, we're going to have their back. So,
well, folks, there it is. Live pictures of the Maracana Stadium offset by those beautiful blue lights there. And in a couple of minutes' time, you're going to get a sense, as we are told, the second time rather, as we are told by the organizers, you'll get a sense of Rio, the action, the excitement, the tourism, but also the story of the hardships in that country. Let's see how it's reflected there. Beautiful pictures coming from there. Let's head off to the opening ceremony now.
Sponsor of the Olympics and Paralympics. Telkom, proud sponsor of Speed.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, recebam o campeão olímpico Esgrima 1976 e presidente do Comitê Olímpico Internacional, Thomas Bach.
Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez vous lever pour l'hymne national du Brésil. Le drapeau brésilien sera hissé par le corps de police environnementale de Rio de Janeiro.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of Brazil. The Brazilian flag will be raised by the Rio de Janeiro Environmental Police Command.
Senhoras e senhores, por favor, levantem-se.